We're here today with
Athen Interview. I'm a postdoctoral fellow here at University of Missouri in Dr. Ku's lab. I'm working with the SciLiFT module here.
Okay, I'm going to ask you some questions about your scientific career. What is your greatest challenge for entry into the sciences, whether that be when you were deciding what your major in your program was, or a particular class that you struggled with?
So I'd say, yeah, it's probably deciding what you want to actually do. So I mean, deciding if you're interested in research like I was. You're probably going to want to at least have some pretty good experience with research first to get an idea of what it's like and see if you like it. And then from there, there's lots of different, in terms of majors and stuff like that, you can pick quite a few different ones. For classes that I had most trouble with were actually just requirements not for biochemistry or biology. It was more like some higher level math classes. But other than that, I didn't have any of the ones that were too difficult. It might be different from institution to institution though. So.
What was your greatest experience with science in your secondary education?
So that was probably my summer research internship that I had at University of Nebraska. So I originally came from a non-research or not a major research institution, a small college. So I didn't really have any experience with it, so that provided me an opportunity over the summer to work in an actual research lab and do productive work. It gives me an idea of what it's like and if I like it. And basically, it was the first exposure to kind of like actual, strong scientific research in a lab.
How did you go about finding that program and getting accepted into it?
So I had people from a couple friends of mine who actually did the program. They liked it, they recommended it, and then I applied for it to go through the application process. But they're usually pretty good if you're actually interested in a certain lab. You can join it. You just have to contact the PI, which is what I did, and asked her if she'd be willing to have me as a summer undergrad. And yeah, most PIs are pretty nice and actually like them, so if you contact them, it's a good way to get to know people. So.
What was the most fascinating topic or study that sparked your interest in the field?
So for me, it was learning about plant biochemistry and actually lipid biochemistry too. I didn't really have any or very limited experience with that in all of my through high school and college. And so the first time I learned that there was lots of in-depth plant research that was interesting to me because I had no idea about any of it. And so it was kind of new and unique. And learning about all the photosynthetic pathways and stuff was completely new, but it seemed interesting to me.
How do you envision your area of study evolving, and what areas need more individuals developing them?
So like the area I'm in now, kind of. Yeah, so I see, at least here in the zoo, there's quite a bit of good plant research that goes on. So that's what I'm primarily interested in. I see that kind of there's already lots that goes on. I think it's expanding somewhat, different areas of plant metabolism research and plant research in general. My research in particular is there's lots of different ways it can branch out since it's related to hormone pathways. So those interact with all sorts of pathways. What I do currently now, I'm actually taking like a hormone pathway in plants, and then it's branching out into more like broad cellular regulation type mechanisms like post-translational modifications or translational regulation as opposed to transcriptional regulation. So I'm kind of, at least for my research, that's what I'm kind of going through right now.
And for the high school students who probably don't understand some of what you just said, what's the application of that research?
So it's, I guess in some sense, it's applicable in that what we're trying to do is trying to figure out for agriculture, trying to improve crops or understand